It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Chicago Bears. And it's all up next.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior, whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and he's doing everything in his power to follow through.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's wrangled down right at the 45, but they're into enemy territory. The end result, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the gun, it's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Etienne up the middle, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. Another tote for Etienne. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now Lawrence. A quick throw there is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Throwing to start the drive, Williams. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down. Let's go.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
3rd and 2. Here's Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Again, it's Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On first down, right back to ETN. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd down, Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now Lawrence. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd down and 3. Back to the ground with ETN. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On play action, Lawrence. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Going for it, here's ETN. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high because mentally you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
2 yards to go, second down. Back to throw. Williams. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And a gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Williams. That pass complete to Moore. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
From the 43, here's a second down and 6. Off the bootleg, Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll look to throw again. He's got the connection to Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now. And that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Jaguars' 3-yard line.
Looking to throw. Williams to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. Off play action. Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Keenan Allen from 3 yards out. And the Bears are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
They need to block the back. Offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now Lawrence to throw. Quick slant caught by Kirk. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On third down, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Lawrence going to throw again. Finds his tight end Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And they'll run with Etienne. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Once more, ETN pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
And his kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Let's focus in on what we got to do here.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 58 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Swift. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Back to throw. Williams. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Seems to me that our friend, Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. Here comes the Bears punter now. as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
On the counter, Etienne. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Draw play, Etienne. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Straight ahead, Etienne gets past one man. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
I would say that's what you call a whole lot for a little, huh?
When you bust that move out of the bag, you hope for more than 4 yards, but hey, 4 is what he got. A 3rd field goal of the 1st half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Lawrence. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Lawrence will throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Two straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. The ball away, and it falls incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Williams. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't quite scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Here's Logan Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And he's able to get it out of there. Jones on the return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. Williams now looking to throw on 2nd down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run the draw here with Swift. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Keenan Allen with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Santos to kick this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence. That's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was supposed to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From midfield now, Lawrence. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
But all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports halftime report.
Okay,
this has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message